survive? Well, this panel doesn't have enough time for me to explain the full depth of that story. Believe me, now disappointing 4,000 people makes my day. I will say that, like, probably when I perceived it, you know, and we went back and forth towards the end of Clone Wars with Rex's fate. George and I had several conversations about it. There were a lot of things that once I knew George told the company that I made sure he and I sat down and we discussed at length. There were a couple key topics. One was Rex, and definitely the other was Ahsoka. How did they survive? Do they survive? What happens there? We had everything mapped out right up through Revenge of the Sith. So I know in detail why that is. I'll give you something because you're here on the weekend, but if you've watched the season 6 episodes on Netflix with the clone arc where Fives discovers the nature of the encoding that they have chipped in their head, you have to remember that Fives tells Rex about that, and Fives would believe another trooper. So even though it's outlandish to Anakin that Palpatine's in charge, he actually says it to Anakin and Rex right in front of them. Fives accuses everybody. So I always felt that truth can break any spell. It's an old mythological idea that in a fairy tale, if you know the truth, you can kind of break these evil spells if your heart is true. And you have to imagine if Rex got to that point and had a blaster raised, I don't think he could do it. What would be hard for Rex, and you can wrap your head around this, is the minute Rex wouldn't execute his general, he becomes a traitor as well. And the other clones will gun down the traitor clones. So that was something we had also discussed. So that's a bit of a look at that. And you'll see, just to give you this other tease, because if you haven't thought this through, we all love Rex. Kanan, not so much. And pretty clear why. So, okay. That's more than I ever give you. It's more than I ever give you.
It's going to go change because you just got more than Dave ever gives.